There's a point in authenticity and personal growth where you know you are actually evolving, is when somebody tries to come at you and try to insult you and try to diminish your spirit by saying things that a lower vibration or younger version of yourself would immediately get triggered by, immediately get upset and sad and disappointed and clap back and fight and all of these things. But when it happens again, this time around, you're in a higher vibration and you ask yourself the one question, and I've talked about this before. That one question is it true? So if somebody calls you stupid, if they call you ugly, you think quickly in your head, is it true? And if it's not true, it doesn't matter. You can go about your day. They can say anything, and it could be your brothers, your sisters. I got some of those, and they be trying me. They can say anything that they know would normally trigger you, but you have to ask yourself, is it true? And if it's not true, that's great. And the reason why it's great is, and the reason why you know you're growing, is because the lower vibration version or younger version of yourself would be triggered. And you find that you're not getting triggered by those statements anymore. And because if you think about it, sometimes people say these things because they are going through something. Sometimes people say these things because they are feeling some kind of way or insecure about something. That's not always the case, but a lot of times it is the case. And sometimes they're just doing it just to be vindictive, just to spite you. That way they can say, haha, I got you. Whoosh. Not today. And it's happened quite a few times in these past few months. And I feel really good because it's like, it didn't offend me. It wasn't true. And sometimes we got to take ourselves to that level. We got to do what's called shadow work. And I'll do another post about shadow work. But in a nutshell, shadow work is basically when you have triggers, you ask yourself, why am I triggered? And then you go even deeper and you say, where does it come from? When did it start? And then you go back to asking yourself, when somebody makes that type of comment or that type of tone, is it true? And if it's not, you're healed. It's not that simple. I wish it was, but it took me a long time to get to that point where things just didn't offend me. I'm not going to say nothing ever offends me, but I will always ask myself going forward, if somebody says something, is it true? And if it's not, I'm good. Anyways, if you like this type of content, please engage. I do post daily. Continue to bet on yourself always, because your authentic self is your superpower. Thanks, everyone.